So this week is Welcome Week, and myself and the other officers have been dropping into inductions, saying hi to new students, welcoming back our returning students and getting people ready for the year ahead. We've also been campaigning, we've been meeting with universities resist border controls, and we've been planning an action to demand that universities across the UK give international students a fee amnesty and that no student is deported for failing to pay fees due to COVID-19.
So over the past week, I've been working with the activities team to put the final pieces together for our first Sports and Societies Assembly. I'm really excited about this. It's going to be a knowledge sharing and collaborative space for societies and clubs to come together, navigate this new online environment that we're all adjusting to and how to engage students in it, and also how to organise online events going forwards and how to deal with the concerns of your members. So this should be really good, and I'll be speaking more about it Thursday afternoon in the live stream that activities are putting on. So make sure you tune into that.
I met with the International Student Support Team as well on how we can support international students better. I responded to a range of international student queries that came to me through email. We had a meeting earlier today actually with regards to funding for our Race Equity Advocates programme, and I'm currently shortlisting for it as well. I also sat on a disciplinary panel and we also had a meeting where we discussed our Students' Union's comm strategy going forward, and I also sat on a People in Pay meeting, which is one of the committees within the Students' Union. So yeah, those are some of the things that I've been focusing on in the past few weeks.
I've also been working with the other officers on setting up policy labs. So this is in the run up to Union Council, which is in November. And this is just a great way to try and get students more involved in the democratic processes at our Students' Union, because that is, after all, what it's all about. And there's so much going on right now that it's even more important to get involved in things like policy making, taking strong positions on things happening in the university, but also outside the university. And there are so many issues that I know so many students care about. So it's really important that we make sure that our voice is heard.
These are going to be online participatory sessions where we can collectively imagine a different kind of university. And I hope that the proposals that come out of these sessions will be taken to the Union Council, and then if students agree at referenda, then they could become union policy. So yeah, this is an example of exactly what we want to do at the Students' Union this year, which is build participatory, collective and kind of integrate democracy into the Students' Union in a way that it kind of has fallen off in the last few years, or so it seems.
So a number of people fed into our Padlet wall about access and returning to campus, and then a few people also came to our discussions on Friday the 18th and Monday the 21st, and that was really helpful because it gave us a sense of kind of what people were worried about and whether or not information is getting through. So I'm going to do a kind of update, and that should be attached to this email as well, of where we have answers to those questions, what those answers are, and like kind of linking to university pages, and where we don't, just explaining what we're going to do to raise them with the university.
I've also been working on things to do with the Renters' Union and setting up a renters' rights workshop in the near future. I know housing is super important and also at the forefront of a lot of students' minds at the moment, so it's really important that we get these going ASAP.
Everyone should feel like they can have a say at the Students' Union. It's a democratic organisation, and it's built by us and is very much run by us. So we need to change that, and we're going to do that this year. So our project at the SU is to rebuild our democratic structures and to make them matter again. Most students don't even know that we have a council, never mind that it can set referenda and decide what we do as a Students' Union with the money that we have. So yeah, the rep elections are live now, and you can find a link in the description. Running to be a rep means you can get onto Union Council and be part of setting our strategic direction this year. And we want as many students to do that as possible, so get involved. Thanks.
So yeah, that's about it for this week in amongst the many, many meetings.
Had some meetings.